Good evening, everyone. Thank you for tuning in to watch the Afterburners play Cutting Chai. We have Afterburners, a team owned by Arthur in yellow, and we have Cutting Chai in blue playing the second game of the day, owned by Nikhil Pandey, who's not here, I believe. The seven are lining up on the Afterburners side. We have Kunal, number 9, Aditi, Arav, Parshu, Ani, Ananya, I think that's Chavi, and Hardik Bhai. On the blue side, we have Gana, Vikas, Shubham, and 3 more. There's Vidya, Ria, and 1 more, and Kenny. That's a deep pull. Kunal walking towards the disc. They've set up a cup. Parshu back to Kunal. Arf coming back. Quickly back to Ananya. Oh, almost. Kunal again has the disc. The cup set up. Ananya's on the wings again. Back to Kunal. Good movement there. Foul call. Through the cup to Parshu. Nicely centered. Aditi back to Parshu. Travel call. Back to Ananya. To Ani. Nicely done by the wings. Nice dump to Parshu. They're close to the end zone. On to Arav in the center. Kunal back to center. Again to Arav. Looking for a blade, and that's a good throw. Perfectly done there by Afterburner, and that's how you break a cup. Buntai should watch it for the next game. Nice score there by Parshu. Good played by Arav. Beautiful movement all along. 1-0 to Afterburners. Cutting Chai slowly walking back to the line. Lot of people there on the line. No wonder they can play 2 games back to back without feeling the stress of it. I see the logic behind Nikhil Pandey's bidding over here. Also say hi to Snakey.
Hey
Snakey has joined us from Bangalore Ultimate.
Hey guys, hey everyone.
Snakey was the owner of Uncharted, and he plays and I believe coaches Airbenders.
I think I also need to welcome Tuhin, who was also the co-owner of Uncharted and Bangalore Ultimate.
Back to the game now. We have Vikas, More, Kenny, Ashu on the line. There's Vidya. I think that's Ria, and I can't see the 6th, 7th person. On the Afterburners line, there's Hardik Bhai. I think that's Victor, Ananya, Atir, Faizan, Sharanya, and another girl who I'm not sure what her name is. They're calling person. I believe Victor is going to take Vikas the way he's lining up. We see a hand, and Hardik Bhai with a forehand pull which is going out. I think it dropped in. Yeah. Picked by More. 1 person poach. I think that's Tanushka, if I'm not wrong. Good save there by Honey. Back to More, and he hucks it. Looking for Kenny. Oh, what a sky there by Kenny. And that's a call. Very interesting call by Hardik Bhai. It seemed there was some body contact while Kenny went to get the disc. Both were in the air. These 50-50s, Snakey, we see a lot of calls happening. What is your view on the same?
So I think when 2 people go for the disc, if the offense player makes a bid and while coming down, if he makes a contact with the defense player, it is a foul. Like, that's what the rule says.
Yes, I think that's the difference between the AUDL rules and WFDF. We might see a lot of skies where you end up on the shoulder of the other person in AUDL, but as per WFDF rules, that is, I believe, a foul. It's a contest. The disc goes back to More. We have More with the disc again. Arthur marking. Victor was poaching off. Now he's back with Vikas, who's looking for a deep hit. On to Ashu. Being marked by Faizan. On to More. Back to Ashu on the sideline. Crazy mark by Faizan. Again a breakthrough towards the center. And they're going deep again. It's again Kenny. It's too long. Good look there by More, but a little too long for Kenny. That's Ashu.
I think you didn't like not many people saw, but he faked his defender right here, near the center, the line, and he had a clear cut. I think the handler should have looked at Ashu because that was a beautiful cut.
Yes, Ashu is one of the most improved players in the last 1 year. I don't think he's been playing for much longer. I think he was the spirit captain of Storm last season. Let's see what happens this season. One of the most improved players. He's as adept with his right as with his left.
That's nice. Not many people can do that.
On to Sharanya. Hammers it. On to Arthur. Nice save there. Arthur looking for a hammer again. On to Hardik Bhai. Nice break. So, oh, beautiful catch by Victor. Plucks it out of the air. On to Sharanya. Sharanya has made up quite a lot of ground. Dumps it to Arthur. Hammer onto Faizan. Oh, a little too much on it. I don't think there are many people in MUL who can throw a crossfield hammer from behind the half line or around the half line to the back cone. Arthur is one of them. More going towards the disc. Cutting Chai in a vert. Two handlers, Vikas and More. Kenny as head of stack. They've put up a poach there. I think Tanushka, number 22, is on poach. Faizan marking around. Kenny going into help. Yet caught on the sideline. On to Ashu. Nice throw to Vikas, who's made up quite a lot of ground. Back to Ashu. On to Vidya. Nicely taken there. Nice throw to Vikas, who should beautifully put to More, who has a free throw onto Kenny. Doesn't take it the look. On to Vikas. Back to More. And he runs up line, and that's an easy score. Vikas with the score, More with the assist. 2-1 to Cutting Chai. 2-1 or 1-1? 1-1, right? 1-1, my bad. 1-1 to Cutting Chai.
It was a long point.
It was a long point. There is a discussion going on between Hardik Bhai and Kenny. I think they're still discussing the catch and the contact after that.
I think one thing which we can take away from this point at the second half, when Cutting Chai was an offense, every person after the 3/4, they stayed in a stack, which helped the dump handler to just straight burst up line. And Kenny was in the center of the field, but he did not cut, seeing the handler going upline, which is a beautiful point to observe.
Yes. So with Gunnar as coach, the basics of the sport have to be clear. Brilliant coach, and one of the major reasons why Cutting Chai did very well in the last season as well. Right, we have 7 online. There's Chavi, Kunal, Aditi, Arav, Parshu, Sitti, and another girl on the afterburners line. Ashu, Gana, More, Kenny, Vidya, Poonam, and one more person. Kalpana, I think. Yeah, that's Kalpana. Again in a cup. Parshu's on the sideline. Difficult throw. Nice one by City. Back to City. Oh, nice save by Kunal. On to Parshu. Upline. 1-2s. A travel call. Back to Kunal. Vayo. Gana's called a Vayo. On to Parshu. Finally, there's no call. Ah, and he threw it on the ground. Oh, he's called a foul. I have. It's a very interesting call on Vidya. Body contact?
No, no, foul, foul.
For what?
When he went for the low release with his hand.
The body contact, yeah. It is windy, so you can understand the team's playing cup. There is the calls are taking too much time. That we saw that in the Bantais game as well. We are hearing 30 seconds from the sidelines. And the disc goes back. Back to Parshu. The cup sets up again. High release to Kunal, to Sitti, on to Arav, almost. Arav on to Parshu. On to Kunal. Spreads it wide to Aditi. Back to the center with Sitti. On to Kunal. Arav's wide. Nice put to Arav. Arav sees the long, a little too short though. Good look, but unfortunate execution. He should have totally taken the throw though.
It was wide open. She had all the space. It just need to give a lot more touch on the disc. That was a beautiful look. And the entire way they walked it up from the beginning of the line, there was a beautiful swing from the handlers. But yes, one misthrow, miscalculation would lead to a turn.
Yes. Arav, in fact, has been one of the stars for Afterburners this season. From Fountainhead School in Surat. And he's completely led the way for Afterburners throughout the 2.5 games that they have played. Nice cut there by Kenny. A little too long. Oh, More gets it. Nice save there by More. Passes back to Ashu. On to Kenny. Kenny lays it up to More and a beautiful score. Beautifully done there by Cutting Chai. Phenomenal offense. Clean as a whistle. 2-1 to Cutting Chai. I would like to credit the jerseys of Cutting Chai for the way they are playing. Beautifully made jerseys. Love the design and the color.
Vaishnavi designed it.
Vaishnavi designed it. A one-type player. Rishabh actually has to bend down to get to the height of everyone else in Cutting Chai. You can see him from amidst the crowd. The 7 have lined up in the afterburner line. There's Hardik Bhai, Atir, Ani, Ananya, Chavi, Sharanya and Victor. On the other side we have Kenny, Gana, Poonam, Shubham, I think Kalpana, Vikas and Vidya. Starting on D. Nice pull there by Kenny. Will probably land out. Oh, beautifully put. Lands in. Three handlers. Playing a cup, Cutting Chai. Ani onto Victor. Onto Ananya. Travel call. Again onto Ananya. Onto Ani. Sharanya nicely put up the line. Back to Victor. Spreads it to Hardik Bhai. Hardik Bhai spreads it again to Victor. Onto Ani. Again onto Victor. Victor is looking for some space to spread again. Atir goes back to help. Looking for a hammer. His go-to throw. Sharanya crashes the cup. And she hammers it. Spreads it to Victor. Onto Chavi from IIT. Onto Victor. Spreads it again. Nice way to tie the cup. Hardik Bhai has the disc. Onto Arthur. Onto Hardik Bhai. Playing on the sidelines. Back to Ananya. Spreads it to Arthur. Onto Hardik Bhai. And the cup has been broken and has changed to a person mark. We have Gana on Atir and More on Hardik Bhai. Victor has Sapna marking her. And Ani has found himself a comfortable spot in the end zone. Nice D there. I expect a foul call. Oh yes, of course. Victor's called a foul on the sideline. I believe the contention is that there was body contact while Kenny went for the disc. There's a discussion on for that.
Because the way he went for the disc was already going outside. And it was really close to the sideline. I'm not sure if you had caught it in. I think it's a self-refereed sport, and if he's accepting the foul, no, he contests the foul.
Hardik Bhai asking the sideline to move. The foul has been contested. Players go back to the original positions with Hardik Bhai having the disc. Vio called. Back. Quite game on.
I'm really happy to see we can see behind the goal post there were Bantai's crowd is already taking throws, getting ready for the next match. I think that's Karan if I'm right. Just taking with the disc. Yeah, I think they just took a break. I think the entire time before when the point is happening, like 3 to 4 points before, they already started taking throws, getting warmed up for the next game, which is good. It was really, really good. They're understanding the wind. You need to take throws before the match.
As Meghna put it during Bangalore showcase, everyone needs to get the throwing sets in, or they'll throw it to the ground. Meghna, we love you a lot. Please do not hate us. Is that half?
Yes, the whistle was blown just before the point, in the middle of the last point. But yeah, I'm not sure why they're lining up.
Quite a quick half if that is half.
Yeah, half's a 30.
35, I think.
Yeah, it's been like
6:15 it would have started. 6. No, can't be half. I think they're just lining up for the point now. Quite a long time to set up line. We have More, Kenny, Ashu, Vikas, Sapna. I think that's Vidya and Poonam, if I'm not wrong. On the cutting chai line. On the afterburners line, we have Kunal with the disc, Aditi, Arav, Parshu, Faizan, Chavi, and one of the most underrated but safe women players on the West Coast, Sharanya. Kunal pulls it, flat pull right into the end zone. Vikas goes to catch. Nice catch there. Oh, foul call. That was quite a clip there by Kunal. Accepted.
not many people observe the catch which Kenny just did. He attacked the disc. I think that's what everyone in Indian Ultimate needs to learn. Even though if you have yardage, please always attack the disc.
One of my favorite players in Indian Ultimate, Kenny. If I had to make a list of 7 players who are my favorite, he would definitely make the list.
I totally agree. And that's a beautiful cut.
And a beautiful cut there by Kenny, who kicks the disc. Isn't there a 1000? Okay, there's no 1000 rupee foul over here.
Yes, it's not a UPI tournament. It's an off-season tournament.
I think they did pay 2000 for the disc over here, unlike a UPI tournament, because the discs got caught in customs, I believe.
Yes. I think they're spending 2,000 per disc, approximately.
We should probably set up a manufacturing unit in India.
Yes.
That would turn out to be cheaper over 10 years, maybe. Or so we hope.
Yes.
3-2 to Cutting Chai. Quite a quick point, unlike the previous one. And the Spirit captain seem to be discussing something. Ananya and Rishabh. Or is Rishabh wearing his organizer hat? I wonder. He's wearing a cap for sure. Which one it is will be good to know. Cutting Chai have lined up. We have Kenny, More, Vikas, Gana, Sapna, Vidya. I think I can't see from here, but I think that's Poonam. We have on the other side Kunal, Siddhi, Ani, Hardik Bhai. Oh no, Hardik Bhai is sitting. Athar, Ananya, Aditi, and Sharanya on the line. 3-2 to Cutting Chai. Kenny has his hand up. And we have hands on the other side as well. And he pulls, nice pull there by Kenny. Arthur goes to attack the disc, and he catches it deep in his own end zone. Pass it on to the center. Oh, and he saves it on the second go. Again, a cup. Back on to Ananya. Ananya passes it back to Kunal. Kunal back to Ani. Ananya in the center. Nice put there. Oh! Nice defense there by Kenny. Blocks out the pass to Sharanya. Aditi running back. I don't know why they're walking with the disc. There seems to be some kind of a call. Travel. Wow. Oh! An uncanny throwaway there by More. Should have done a few more of them against the Bantais. On to City. Turns back. Pass it to Kunal. On to Arthur. Wide ammo open onto Aditi. Will he take the look? No, he doesn't. Patient play there by Arthur. Back to him. Oh! Sharanya drops it. I still stand by the fact that she's one of the safest women players on the West Coast. Gunna as it is. Kenny with the upline. Oh, that could have hurt. Cutting Chai has managed to turn it over again, and Arthur slowly walking towards the disc. $10. Snakey, he'll call a timeout.
No, I don't think so. Because the way he's walking up to it, no.
He doesn't. Damn, I lost $10.
Did you just say I love you?
Quite an interesting call.
They need to look up line. Yeah.
On to Sharanya.
Nice.
Back to Kunal. On to City. Nice breakthrough through the cup. Beautifully put there by Kunal. On to Ani. One of the retained players for Afterburners. On to City. Passes on to Ananya. They are too close, and she does call a double team, I believe. Plays it up. On to Ani. Ani to Arthur. On to Sharanya. On to Ani. Oh, beautiful cut and a catch there, and finally finished. Beautifully scored point there. Perfect passing. Absolutely clean. I love you play there by the Afterburners. It's 3-all. And we have the teams going neck to neck.
I think it's a perfect example for take the first look. Take the first open option. I think from the time the pass went to the first women, and it went back to back, and a beautiful cut from at the end. Take the first open shots, guys. It always helps.
Yes, I completely agree. The extra second you get helps a lot. Wide towards the cutting chai end zone, we have Malik and I think Rushi playing spike ball. That's a nice way to keep yourself warm. A lovely fast-paced sport. And we have the teams lined up. There's Rishabh, Kenny, Ashu, Vidya, More, Sapna, and I think Honey, but I can't see from this far. On the other side, we have Victor, Janish, Aditi, Hadibhai, Parshu, Chavi. We have four hands up. Parshu has the disc, going for the pull, and he OIs it. Nice floaty pull right into the center, and Kenny safe hands. Kenny gets the disc back. They have set up a poach. Nicely put to Bore. On to Kenny. Fetch it to Ashu. Oh, unfortunate drop there by Vidya. Hadibhai calling for the disc. Afterburners have set up a vert. Back to Parshu. On to Victor. There's a travel call? There seems to be a travel call. Hand signals would help. This goes back to Parshu. Ashu's marking him. Forces forehand. Oh, almost there. Parshu has the disc. Takes the hit. Questionable decision there. Nice D there. Sapna got the D. Rishabh slowly walking towards the end zone to pick up the disc. Poach has been recognized. Rishabh with a shoulder fake. Sets it up. It was out. And More leaves the disc out. Quick turnover close to the end zone. Hadibhai goes to pick up the disc. And a beautiful breakthrough onto Janish in the center. Travel called. I think both the feet were outside the line is what Kenny is calling. Yes, that's the call. Travel. This goes back to Hadibhai. Lays it up and again a questionable throw. More with a leap to get the disc. Caught on the sideline again. There's a poach. Kenny goes back to help. Crashes the cup. Back to Kenny. On to Rishabh. On to More from the middle of the poach. On to Ashu, nice spread. On to Vidya. Being marked by Parshu. Back to More. Lays it up to Ashu in the center. On to Kenny, who calls the timeout. I think it's halftime and they cannot call timeout right now because the other game has already stopped.
No, that wouldn't matter.
In off-season rules, I don't think you can call timeout in the last 5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes?
Yeah, per half.
Okay.
Because the game is set from time A to time B. So I believe there is such a rule. But again, as Bhavya would say, there are some vague points in the rule book. But to be fair to the organizers, it's just the second tournament, second MUL. So we will keep finding changes.
I think one interesting point or one feedback which Cutting Chai needs to take whenever they get the disc on the sideline, the first look should be to looking at the centering the disc. You need to square up, look at your dump handler, and it doesn't make sense when there's a poach giving an upline cut. It's always better if they look around, take that around pass or the break option. Always center the disc at stall 0. If you're waiting for stall 4, you lose out. And having a turnover at the at the end zone of the other team, it is a hurt for us. It's hard to get back to this.
Good point there by Snakey. Ananya seems to be warmed up. She's jumping around. All charged up. To play defense again. Offense is setting up in a host stack. We have more in the center. It is quite an interesting host stack, I think. From here it appears that... Oh no, they are setting up a normal host stack. For a second it appeared that Vidya and More were in the same line. And with a combination of Vert and Ho. But it's not. Hani has taken one sideline. Sapna's on the other. Oh no, that's a foul call by Ashu. The pass had been completed, he could have retracted it. Let the game flow. Coincidentally, the halftime is over and the game has started on the other side as well, and we are still in the first half in this game. Stall coming in at 8, I believe. Parshu has called a foul. Stall goes back to 8. Disc is still with Ashu. And a nice defense there by Victor. The high stall obviously causing some pressure. And Parshu has given it back. It's like candy to a boy. Rishabh gobbles it up. Look there and More shot it a little too low and a little too short. Hardik Bhai with the disc. Lays it up to Victor. A little too far. Rishabh with the disc, asking him to calm down. Nice breakthrough. On to Kenny. On to More. More looking to Vidya. Nicely makes up space. Back to More. That was quite a difficult grab and he catches it perfectly. Back to Vidya. They found out the poach and using it well. Hardik Bhai with the D. Nice D there by Hardik Bhai. Janish, Pashu and Victor handling. Hardik Bhai in the center. Okay, Victor's. And they've called another timeout.
I think this point is going on for the past 15 minutes. Exactly.
Clearly, I do not know the rules. Apparently, you can call 2 timeouts with less than 5 minutes remaining. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sure both the teams won't make this mistake, and I'm wrong over here.
What time did the game start? Game started at 6 o'clock, right?
At 6:15.
6:15. Still have Welcome back, guys. This is Sneaky, your commentator as of now. I think Tuhin has he has a game at 8 o'clock, so he had to leave because Uncharted reporting time was at 7. And score is equal. It's 3-all, and it's the 31st minute. 31 minutes left, and there's a double team call. And this is happening pretty constantly, or it's I could see that the same in the Uncharted game. And a run through and a 50-50 disc up in there. and Kenny gets it easily. I'm sorry, I don't know much names. Uh, so, and the disc up in the air, around, a beautiful swing, and good patience. Wide release, and a huck, which is up in the air with Kenny. And there was a foul call by Kenny. And they were asking for perspective. This goes up. And there was a quickly resolved, and they have contested. And it's back to the thrower. A beautiful throw, and unfortunately it was a turn. And there's a good thing whenever you get the disc on the sideline, always center. That's a really good job. And an around throw, but unfortunately it was a turn. Kenny faking the deep, passing it to Rishabh. Rishabh passing it, and that's a nice save. And a big fake, and up, and the wind just took it. Yes, it's really, really important to understand the wind. A good end cut, and good upline. Looks like it's a bit poachy difference, and there's a good grab. He checks it in and swings. There's a good break swings happening. That's a brilliant score. I think that's the way to play it, guys. You always need to swing so it opens up the entire field and take the opportunity when they give a cut. So if you guys can see, swing, he breaks the mark again, and immediately it was a quick forehand flick. Advantages of being a lefty. And on the other field, it's Grumpies versus Icebreakers, and I can see Mac, uh, Rizwan, and Tahir on the line, where Mac is with the disc. So far, update on this game. 25 minutes more to go, and after Burners is leading by 4, and Cutting Chai is down by 1. 4-3, guys. And Cutting Chai with the pull, and that's a good roller pull, stopped by Kenny. Oh, sorry. Kenny is with the disc. Organizing the stack. Looks like there's a call. I think he's Cutting Chai started counting before 3 meters. First home is the call. A good upline. Good and it's a beautiful swing from the sideline. It's always good that we keep the disc in the center. And yes, Kenny on the sideline with the disc. Pump faking it. It's a foul. And the lights are coming up now. Yes, it's 7:10. And it definitely doesn't look like 7:10. And that's a foul call. Kenny to try the break IO through with the backhand. I think there was a contact. one takeaway. There were too many calls on this particular game. And it's very important you resolve it within 30 seconds, or else your game time would be affected, as off season has a hard stop after the game time. You don't get an extra time. And there was a good hawk and and there was a strip call, I believe, from Kenny. What do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. Do you think that was a foul or a strip call? And hard to say. Kenny did have a touch on the disc. Not sure if he held it in his hand, but yes. Let us know in the comment section if it was a strip or a foul. Yes, and not keeping the call within 30 seconds is affecting the game. Looks like they have contested. A good swing. Plays happening on the corner third. And they've centered it with Kenny on the center. A good look on the center. Trying to do the crazy mark. And she pushes up in there and Nirma gets it. This is a good Kochi defense. A good dishy up. And a good in cut by Anil. Send up in there. A good hammer to break the break. And cheeky no look backhand. And a quick 1-2. And there's a contact on the field. This is checked in. And a cheeky up. And a travel call quickly. Yes. Not only the marker, but anyone playing on the field can call a travel. And travel call is not a stoppage. You don't have to check in when the travel is being called. That's a cheeky backhand throw. And a good around. Cutting chai with with patience. And we have a dog on the field who would also want to play. Uh, I'm not sure if the camera is catching that, but yeah, there's a cute puppy on the field which also want to play. And yes, I think it says left. I'm not sure a puppy just took the cone away. And sorry guys, I was just getting distracted, but yeah, there was a turn. Getting with the disc, an upline, and there's a quick 1-2. Looks like there's a stamp, a contact. Last 40 minutes of the game. And that was a clean D. Cutting chai. Number 9 asking everyone to calm down. And one thing I observed, like everyone are really close to the sideline. The people on the sideline do not give space. Out over the disc and a cheeky up through a high release through. And a hammer through. And there's one quick 1-2. And a quick 1 up. And that's in the end zone, and Kenny gets it. You can see the disc floated, and Kenny gets it. And a cheeky IO throw to Kenny, which is a beautiful. And a quick 1-2. Kenny with the around. Good upline, and Kenny gets it back. Oh, I think it looks like there's a travel call on the field. Cutting Chaya asking Arav to correct his force. And that's up in there and a bit out. Ooh. Unfortunately, there was a contact. Arav thought I think Kenny was going for the greatest. I think he got hit by in the head. I think Arav was just looking, watching the disc. Did not realize that Kenny had already stopped. Number 9 walking, getting his hands in the sand. It is sweaty, it is humid in Bombay. And there's a timeout called. And the schedule for the last games we have at 8 p.m. Icebreakers versus Afterburners and Bomb Squad versus Bantais. As of now, Icebreaker at 6:15 there was Icebreakers versus Grumpies, and the match which you guys are watching right now is Afterburners versus Cutting Chai. And yes, using the timers effectively would help team to rebuild. And if you guys did see that on the other field, it was a beautiful layout from Icebreakers, and it was score and a celebration. Looks like last 10 minutes to the game, and it's 31 degrees, and the wind is at 16 kilometers per hour, and just at 72% humid in Bombay, especially in this ground. Be very specific. And I believe that was Ganesh. Yeah, Ganesh with a beautiful disc mark. Honey with the disc. Taking that around. We haven't seen much deep looks in this particular game, especially from the Cutting Chai, and hopefully they take one. It is important to confuse uh, the opposite team. A good around, and a beautiful swing, and a cheeky high release, which is an advantage with Afterburner, and there was a beautiful throw, but unfortunately fell a bit short. Kenny with the disc, as a yardage gaining Ganesh, in cut from Ganesh. And Kenny with the hawk, and it is going out. We need to understand the wind. If you guys can see, the wind is from the place where you can see off-season ultimate on the banner. I think once the camera focus is on the side. So basically the wind is from the sideline to sideline. Looks like it's game time. I could hear almost game time because I could hear Rishabh uh, asking the Afterburners to pick up the disc pretty soon, quickly. Sorry, for the Cutting Chai, I believe. And Al has a cramp. There's an injury call. I think they have a substitute. And a cheeky high release. And Kenny with a beautiful layout and gets the disc. think when you're D-line player, you need to protect the game and give that extra space before you bid for the disc. Kenny on the sideline, fakes the hammer, and a cheeky scuba, but unfortunately, that's a good save. It's on the safe hands. And Kenny with the high on a backhand, wide through, and that's a score. I think I added here last 2 minutes on the line. The score is even. It's 4-all. Looks like it's an universal because there is no concept of hard cap sorry, there's no concept of game. Uh, there's no +1 on the time. Once the time ends, irrespective if wherever the disc is, it is game. But looks like that if we run out of time in 2 minutes, they would have to finish the game, at least this particular point. So, as it's universal. And beautiful pull game by Kenny. Cutting Chai, progressing the disc on the la on the 1/4 of the field. And a beautiful swing, the right way to go for it. And yes, and it swings it back, confusing the cup and the break, and the cup does get fumbled, and the space does open up, and a cheeky backhand IO was successful, and again one more through the cup, and fell a bit short, and yes, it is 40 seconds to game, and on the sideline, and hopefully I think they're looking to Huck. And everyone's calling last 20 seconds. And there's a Huck goes up. Kenny gets a disc still. Oh, okay. Doesn't look that you're gonna finish the point. It is a draw. It's 4-all. And Kenny with a beautiful last grab. That's it from my end, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I would have to go support the Bombay Bunties, the person who also was a co-owner in Uncharted in Bangalore. So I would be going and helping Tuhin and Bunties. Take care. See you.